Good morning. I am legitimately in my bed. We had a new bed set. Let me turn that off. We had a new bed set delivered yesterday. And I told Ben I was not getting out of the bed today. So here I am in the bed at 11 o'clock, totally dressed. I got up, took Callie to school, got ready, came back home. Anyway, so, it is what it is. We're just rolling with it today, guys. So I wanted to do a little training video, for I've gotten like so many questions from, distributors and from like people in my downline who have enrolled a lot of people, and like advice for the distributor who has not gotten started yet. Whether you are brand new and you just haven't gotten started for whatever reason, you're scared, you don't know what to do, or maybe you've been in the company for some length of time and you just haven't really done anything with your business. This is for you. And this is not like a normal training video, like log into eSuite, and that's not what this is. This is basically the motivation that you need and the information that you need to get started with your business, no matter where you are. For whatever reason, if you have not started or really taken your business seriously yet, like if you're just afraid of what people are going to think of you, or you are just lost and you don't know what to do, or maybe you started and didn't see a lot of success, so you backed way off. This is for you, and this is a little bit of tough love. I'm 6 months pregnant, so I feel like I can just say crap. And, but it needs to be said. It is what it is. So I just jotted down some things that I wanted to say, to hopefully be motivation and some constructive criticism of what you need to hear to get your butt in motion. So I've got 5 things, and I do think that you should probably take some notes, or at least just like really listen, because this information is really valuable and it's going to help you make a lot of money if you take it to heart. So I have people who message me, like this is not directed at any one person in particular. This is just for the mass. Like we have probably 300 or 400 people in my downline who have joined and done nothing with your business. And so I want to like get to the bottom of it. I want to know, I want to understand, and I want you to understand why you're not doing anything with your business. So the first thing that you need to do is you need to recognize your why. Why did you join this business? We all have a reason. The majority of us, I would think that it was because we were broke. Like for me, I joined because of Ben and Callie, my husband and my kid. We were so broke. We had like nothing. We were drowning in credit card debt. We were barely making it from paycheck to paycheck. And when we couldn't, we were living on credit cards. I was missing so many milestones out of Callie's life. I remember begging her daycare teacher, do not tell me if she hits a milestone, because I don't want to know. I want to believe that when she does it with me, that it's her first time ever doing it, because I could not handle the guilt of knowing that I was missing all of those moments with her. So, sorry, I keep getting notifications. So, what is it? What's the reason that you joined? Was it for more money? Was it for a better life for your kids? Was it, I mean, it doesn't even have to be something that like intense. Like, did you join because you just wanted to be able to get your nails done every week? Like, what is the reason that you joined? You need to be able to like spout that off so quickly and recognize that, because if you're just like, I don't really know why I did this, then of course you're not going to be passionate about it. Of course you're not going to want to do it. So you need to recognize, like, when you're trying to figure out what your why is, like, first of all, it should come to mind really quickly. Why did you join this business? But there's 3 things that you need to recognize when you are identifying your why. What do you want? Why do you want it? And what are you willing to do to get there? For me, what did I want? I wanted to replace my full-time income. So I wanted to go diamond because that was the rank that I needed to go diamond to replace my income. Why did I want it? I wanted it because I was sick and tired of living a life of struggle. And what was I willing to do to get there? I was willing to do whatever it took. I was willing to put in long hours. I was willing to stay up late. I was willing to wake up early. I was willing to work when other people were not working because I knew what my why was. My why was so strong when I joined that it fueled me. It became my passion. And so every day, even when I was tired, I showed up and I worked my business because I was extremely passionate about what my why was. The big issue is that we often forget why we join, and we start letting excuses dictate what we do. Like, oh, I'm so busy with work, I can't do it, or I've just been so tired lately, I can't stay up late. And because we are not super passionate about our whys, like when we get away from that, it's easy to let those excuses creep in and keep us from doing what our goal is. Because I had a full-time job. I was basically a single mother because Ben and I were working separate work shifts. I was doing everything by myself. I understand what it means to be busy and to have a full plate, but I did not let that keep me from working. I let that fuel my fire. And like the crazy thing is like I have these people like when I enroll new people, I put them in a new group message, like a new distributor group message. And, you know, I provide information and training videos and posts, and I see people like removing themselves. I'm like, what are you doing? Why are you removing yourself from this group? And they'll come up with all these excuses like, oh, I can't do this right now because work has been so busy, or my kids have too much going on right now, and I just don't ever feel like I have enough time to work this business, so I'm just going to remove myself. Guys, everybody has problems. Everybody has issues. Get over it and start working your business, because that's going to be what saves you. Why am I sitting in the bed at 11 o'clock in the morning in a brand new king bed? Why the heck am I sitting in bed? Because I fought like no other to get myself here. Because I was pulling 18, 19-hour days when I was first working this business because I knew that it would lead to this. And look where I am. I'm sitting in a brand new king-size bed that I paid cash for at 11 o'clock in the morning on a Thursday morning because I can. Because I did not let those excuses keep me from working. I was working full-time. I had a kid. I had a busy schedule. I had a life. But I'm not letting those things dictate the way that I work. See, excuses are just a way of like what we say that we want isn't really a priority. And that's the bottom line. The reality is that you're just comfortable with struggle. You're just like, that's the life that you've always lived. So you're comfortable with struggle. So when you come up with excuses like, oh, I can't do it right now because my kids are home and I'm too busy, that's a load of crap. It's crap. Because if you really wanted this, you would find a way to make it work. I woke up early before my kid did. I stayed up late after she went to bed. I would go to the bathroom at work and I would sit down and I would message people and I would post and I would follow, sitting on the toilet at my full-time job because I wanted it that bad. I would not let excuses dictate and let me get away from my why. I let my why be so consuming, and I became so passionate about it that I was willing to do whatever it took. You can take this statement to the bank. I want you to write this down. I want you to burn it into your mind. If you don't sacrifice for what you want, then what you want becomes the sacrifice. Let me say that again so you can write that down. If you don't sacrifice for what you want, then what you want becomes the sacrifice. What do you want? Do you want to go diamond? Do you want to go double diamond? Do you want to make $10,000 a month? What do you want? If you're not willing to sacrifice for that and work for it, because nothing worth having comes easy. Nothing worth having comes easy. I get so sick and tired of people joining this business and like they don't wake up at an overnight success and like in the It Works magazines they're like, this isn't for me, I'm quitting. That's crap. If you don't sacrifice for what you want, if you don't put in the hours and the time and the blood, sweat, and tears, then you're not ever going to get anywhere with this. Then what you want is going to become the sacrifice. And here's the thing, and I see this over and over and over and over and over again with new distributors. You drag your feet getting started, or maybe you've been in the business for a long time and you have dragged your feet for months and you just haven't done anything with your business. Inactivity breeds doubt. Inactivity breeds doubt. The longer you sit there on your butt doing nothing, the more you second guess this. Okay? So if you're like, I'm 8 weeks in, I've only posted one time and nobody came running to me, so I just don't know that this is for me, because you're doing nothing with your business. The longer you sit there and do nothing, the harder it is to get that motivation to get going. Denise Walsh, like one of the top income earners in our company, Denise Walsh says that it's actually harder to only commit 99% than it is to go all in 100%. It's harder to just partially commit to something than it is to just jump in and run with it. And that's where so many of you are. You're sitting there and you're doing nothing. Your inactivity, your excuses, whatever crap you're feeding yourself, you're just sitting there doing nothing. And it's harder for you to work this business because when you give yourself 99% to something as opposed to going all in, you give yourself the option to say no or to cop out or to not do what you're supposed to do to be successful. So if you commit 99%, then it's like, The Bachelor's on tonight and it's at the same time as the Show Me the Money call, so I can't listen to the Show Me the Money call because it's my favorite show. You give yourself the ability to say no to things when you only commit 99%. So take that off the table. You have to learn that you're going to have to commit 100% to this and go all in with it. Because the longer you sit there doing nothing, your inactivity is breeding more doubt within you. Okay, so number 2, the next thing that you need to do to get your business going is to get over yourself. Get over yourself. Just get over yourself. Our Chief Networking Officer, Pam Souter, says this all the time. I've heard her say this hundreds of times. Get over yourself. And in this business, I have had to get over myself and over myself and over myself and over myself and over myself. What you may not know about me, and if this is like your first interaction with me on this video, you're going to be like, yeah, you're not an introvert. I am actually a big introvert and I'm a big homebody, which is why I'm in the bed at 11 o'clock on a Thursday morning. I don't really do well in crowds. I like being home by myself, just me and my husband and my kid. I'm a little salty because I'm 6.5 months pregnant, so that might be a little bit of the saltiness. But I have had to get over myself big time in this business. Like, okay, so when I first joined, I was so afraid of being that crazy It Works lady. I did not want to be the person that like all of a sudden flooded everybody's news feeds with It Works, It Works, It Works, It Works, It Works. I didn't want to be that person chasing her friends out of the church building like, hey, you need to buy that crazy wrap thing. So for the first 3 weeks of my business, I got my first 4 loyal customers really quickly because I was willing to call my family. Like I called my mom and I was like, hey, I need you to be a customer. I just joined It Works. She was like, what does it do? I was like, I don't know. It just makes you skinny or something, but I need you to be a customer. So I got my first 4 loyal customers really quickly. But after that, for like 3 weeks, I did nothing with my business because I was so scared. I couldn't get over myself. It's a pride issue is really what it is. I was afraid of what people would think about me. I was afraid of failing. I was totally afraid to do something wrong. I'm quite a perfectionist, and I like when I do something, I want to do it right, and I want to do it right the first time. So I had several fears holding me back. So I want you to stop and think right now. If you haven't really done anything with your business, why? Be honest with yourself. Nobody's answering this question but you. If you're having trouble getting started in your business, what fear is holding you back? Is it a fear of posting? Are you afraid of what people are going to think of you? Is it a fear of wrapping people? Is it a fear of having wrap parties? Is it a fear of blitzing? What is that fear? You have to recognize it, because if you don't come to terms with what it is, you're going to continue to struggle with it. I knew what mine was from the get-go. So what is it? What is that fear that's holding you back? Now, if you've identified that fear, maybe it's multiple fears like it was for me, because I'm an introvert. I don't want to get out there and offend people and talk to people, and I don't want to do that. Now that you've recognized what that fear is, I want you to go back and think about number one. What is your why? For me, my why was my husband and my kid. I was tired of living paycheck to paycheck. I was tired of never making ends meet. I was tired of missing my kids' entire life. So now stop and think, okay, I'm scared of posting. But when it comes down to it, is posting really scarier than living paycheck to paycheck the rest of your life? Of course not. Is like scaring people off or making people unfriend you on Facebook because they think you have too much at work stuff in your newsfeed, is that scarier than missing your daughter's first steps, missing her first word, missing her first time eating solid foods? Heck no. Like, it is so much scarier to me to live that life that, like, in comparison, when I compare the two, like, is it scarier to live paycheck to paycheck, or is it scarier to post on Facebook? Unless you have a heart of stone, obviously it's scarier living paycheck to paycheck for the rest of your life. So why would you even let that hold you back? Like, honestly, who cares what anybody else thinks about you when you are fighting for your why? Who cares? There is nothing in this world more important to me than Ben and Callie and this one on the way. There's nothing more important. So I don't care what anybody says to me. I don't care who unfollows me. I don't care who unfriends me, because I'm going to keep fighting. I'm going to get up and I'm going to find new people to follow, because this life that I have created for us is far more important to me than what anybody else could ever think of me. So get over yourself. Now, I told you for the first 3 weeks of my business, I kind of did nothing. And I wasn't enrolling anybody, and I was like, crap, this is not going to work unless I do something different. And so I messaged my enroller. I messaged Christy and I told her, Christy, I'm about to start posting on my actual Facebook page, and I'm about to message everybody on my friends list about It Works. I'm scared out of my mind, but I know my business isn't going to grow unless I do this. And she messaged me back immediately, and she said, your business is about to change. Because I got over myself, and I did it, even though it was scary, and even though I didn't want to, and even though I didn't know how it was going to turn out. I did it. And can I tell you something? 9 weeks later, I went diamond. 9 weeks after that, I got a $10,000 bonus. My first diamond paycheck was $1,900. Do you think now, looking back on it, that it was worth it to message those people to make a $10,000 bonus? I've never made less than $2,000 from that month on. I've never made less than a $2,000 paycheck with It Works. Of course it was worth it. And that's what you can expect when you get over yourself. Get over yourself. Nobody is going to do this for you. Nobody is going to be successful for you. You have to do it on your own. I have new DTs tell me all the time that they're going to start working once they start seeing some results. Like, well, I didn't make any money last month, so I'm just going to maybe do this once I start making more money, or I'll start working once I see my paycheck go up. Like, are you serious? Like, do you understand how stupid that is? That's like saying that you're going to start exercising once you lose weight. It doesn't happen that way. You exercise to lose weight. You start working to make money. You're never going to make money with this business until you go all in and do it. You can't commit 99%. You have to jump in and you have to own it and you have to do it. And that's when you start making money. It doesn't happen overnight. My first paycheck was only $57 and I was like, oh crap, Ben, it's going to kill me because I just quit my job. Because I was like, I'm going to be diamond with It Works. So I quit my job. My first paycheck was $57 and I was like, oh crap, what am I going to do? I got over myself. And I started working like I was supposed to be working. And 2 months later, I went diamond and I got a $10,000 bonus and my paycheck was $1,900. So stop waiting until you see results to start working your business, because it's never going to happen that way. That's as foolish as saying that you're going to start exercising once you lose weight. It doesn't work that way. Okay. Stop giving yourself the option to just commit stop giving yourself the option to not work and just commit 100%. When you give yourself the option to not work, I promise you're going to find a bazillion reasons to not work. Just do it. I want you to think about this example. For those of you who are moms, and even those of you who aren't moms, this is like, it's a no-brainer, right? So when you have a newborn, that newborn wakes up all hours of the night and you have to feed that newborn constantly. Like, they have to eat. And I want you to think about your business like you do a newborn, okay? You cannot say that you'll try, like, I'm going to try to get up with the baby in the middle of the night. Like, if she's crying, and I'll try to get up with her. I'll do it if I can. If I have time, I'll get to it. If I'm not too tired, I'll get to it. That's not how you take care of a baby. Whether you are dead dog tired, whether you've slept in 4 days or not, when that baby cries, you have to get up and feed that baby. That's just how it is. If you want your baby to grow and be successful and to live a healthy life, you have to feed that baby constantly. It's the same concept here with your business. I mean, obviously, like, on a non-human scale. Like, don't be stupid, okay? But you can't just be like, I'll get to my business if I can, if I have time, if I'm not too tired. If you do that, your business is never going to grow because you're always going to find an excuse to not do it. You just have to do it. Even when you don't feel like getting up, even when you don't want to do it, you have to drag your butt out of bed and you got to get it done, because nobody is going to be successful in this business for you. It is all on you. I cannot stand it when people are like, this is just too much work. I didn't think it was going to be so much work. Like, you realize we're not out digging ditches, right? Like, I'm working on my cell phone here. I'm sitting in my bed doing a training video. Like, this is the easiest work you will ever do. Ever. So don't complain about it. Stop being a whiner. Just get over yourself and do it. I was scared out of my mind to start, but let me just ask you this. If I were to ask you, like, one-on-one right now, do you want to make $10,000 next month with It Works? Like, if you could write your paycheck, would you make it for $10,000? Because girlfriend right here just made 10 grand last month. It's my first month clearing 10 grand. So pumped. So proud of myself. I worked really hard to get here, which is why I can sit in this bed right now, okay? If I were to ask you, do you want to make $10,000 with It Works this month? Every single one of you would say yes. Guys, I was scared out of my mind to get started. Scared out of my mind. Do you think I care one freaking ounce now about the way that I felt when I first got started? Heck no. Because I just cleared 10 grand this month. And every single one of you would do the exact same thing, except you won't get started with your business. So remember your why, get over yourself, and that leads me to number 3. Just start. Just start. Stop waiting. Just do it. Just get started. I have so many people who tell me, I just don't know what to do. I can't get started. I'm not going to be successful. I think I need to quit because I don't know what to do. I don't know what to post. I don't know. Okay. First of all, let me just say, we all start, every single one of us, the people who are in the very top of this company and you, we all started with absolutely 0 loyal customers and 0 distributors. Not one of us were gifted anything else. We all start with an e-suite and a back office of 0 people. Not one person was like, oh, corporate decided that you're going to be the golden child and here's 100 distributors. It doesn't work that way. We all start with nothing. And the people who get to the top are the people who just start. Stop dragging your feet because you say you don't know what to do. Okay? Just start. How did your enroller get you to sign up? What did you see her doing? You saw her posting. You saw her being consistent. You saw her working her business. Why the heck would you think that you could be successful doing anything less than that? Just get started. Message your upline, message your enroller and say, hey, I'm starting fresh today. Tell me what to post. You'd probably have your enroller be like, okay, let's do it. Because you've just been dragging your feet and doing nothing. You're never going to get anywhere in this business or anywhere in life for that matter by having that attitude. Just start. Guys, I had no training when I joined. None. So what did I do? I went to YouTube and I just found top income earners with It Works. And I started watching YouTube videos. And you know what? I found thousands of them for every topic you could possibly imagine. How to post, what to post, how to follow people, how to blitz people, how to host a rap party. If you really want to know what to do, you'll find a way to do it. We all learn how to fly when we're falling. You have to just start. You have to just jump. You're never going to get anywhere if you just stand there and just wait for success to fall in your lap, because it doesn't happen that way. Until you're willing to just start, get over the fear of making a mistake, get over the fear of somebody unfriending you or, God forbid, saying it's a scam or anything like that. Just start. Copy and paste everything your enroller does. She obviously got you to join, so copy and paste everything she does. Find top income earners, and we can give you a list of top income earners. Follow them and post what they post. Just copy and paste it. And I promise you, if you just start, you'll finally start to see that success that you've been waiting on. But you're never going to get anywhere unless you just start. Plug into team trainings. We had one last night, or Tuesday night. Plug into team trainings. Plug into corporate calls on Sunday nights and Monday nights every single week. We never miss them. We have a corporate call on Sunday night at 10. We have a corporate call on Monday night, a Show Me the Money call, that are the best calls that you could possibly plug into on Monday nights at 9 o'clock. Plug into them. You say you don't know what to do, but you don't even check the team page. You remove yourself from the group message. You're not even consistently messaging your enroller. So of course you're not going to be successful because you're not doing anything with your business. You have to get started in order to do that. Remember, it's easier to go all in than it is to be inconsistent. It's easier to go all in than it is to be inconsistent, because then you're like, oh, I don't feel good today, I'm not going to work my business. And the easiest way to kill your business is by inconsistency. That's the easiest way to kill your business. Guys, we all grow with the job. You don't have to know anything. You don't have to know everything, but you do have to start, right? I'm a double diamond. I'm almost triple diamond, and I still don't know everything. I still message my upline all the time, like, can you help me with this? You grow with a job. You learn as you go, and you get wings as you fall. So stop worrying about that and just get started. There's no try. You can't say, I'm going to try to work my business this weekend. I'm going to try to squeeze in a little time tonight. You realize there's no trying, right? You don't try to take care of a baby. You either do it or you don't. It's the same thing with your business. You don't try to work your business. You either do it or you don't. You listen to trainings or you don't. You plug into corporate calls or you don't. You post or you don't. You follow people or you don't. There's no trying in this business. You either do it or you don't. It's that simple. Stop making excuses for yourself and start working. The man on the top of the mountain didn't fall there. Like, we all see these success stories of ambassador diamonds who are at the top of the company and are making a crap ton of money. You're like, man, that'd be so nice. I wish I were there. Guys, they did not get there without blood, sweat, and tears. And they had to just start. And they had 0 people in their back office too. They had no loyal customers and no distributors when they started. They had to do it the same way that you do. That's how we all get started. We get started from nothing and we work our way to the top. The people who get to the top are the ones who actually do the work. Don't think of this business as an issue. Stop thinking of this business as an issue. I hate it when people are like, well, I'm just so busy and life has been so hectic lately and blah, 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 blah. The problem is that you're thinking of your business as an issue. Instead, like, why are you thinking of your business as an issue? This business is the thing that is going to save you. I had a lot of issues before I started this business. Credit card debt, bill collectors, kid who I never saw. I had a lot of issues. This business, because I didn't look at it as an issue, because I looked at it as the thing that was going to solve all of my issues, this business saved me from those issues. We've paid off $14,000 in debt. I paid cash for my Ford Fusion. I'm sitting in a brand new bedroom set that we paid cash for. I made 10 grand last month because I didn't let my business be an issue. I let it be the reason that I got rid of all of those issues. I worked my business and I got over myself and I just started. Would you want to make $10,000 next month? You're not going to get there by sitting on your butt doing nothing. So you better get moving. You better get moving. Number 4. I'm almost done. Stop being afraid of the word no. A no is not going to kill you. And so many times we get all butthurt and we get our panties in a wedgie because we think that, like, 4 friends are all going to say, like, you're going to join and all these people are going to come flocking to you. And when they don't, you're like, oh, this business isn't for me. I should never have joined. Nobody wants to buy from me. Nobody wants to join. I can't get anybody interested in my business. And so you quit or you stop working because somebody told you no and it hurt your feelings. Get over yourself. A no is not going to kill you. A no is not going to hurt you. It may hurt your pride and may hurt your feelings if your BFF says no. Get over it. There are 7 billion people. Are there 7 billion people in this world? There's like 7 billion people. I don't even know. There's 7 billion people in this world. And you think that you are a failure at this business and you want to quit because 4 people told you no. Are you kidding me? Like, if there are 7 billion people in this world, there are enough people for you to have customers and distributors. You just have to get off your butt and go find them. You have to be willing to follow more people and friend more people and talk to more people until you find the ones who will say yes. Get over yourself. A no is not going to hurt you. See, we always associate the word no with failure. Like, oh, my sister-in-law said no to me and she was going to be my first distributor and now I just don't think I can do this. Are you kidding me? Like, if I wanted to quit every time I heard the word no, I would have no business right now. None. Because anybody who has been successful in this company, anybody will tell you that we have heard far more no's than we have heard yeses along the way. I mean, like, exponentially more no's than I have heard yeses. I, on average, only close about 10% of the deals that I make. Okay, so like if I'm talking to 100 people about products, I usually on average only sign about 10%. So that means if I'm like having legitimate conversations with 100 people, only about 10 end up signing up. So you think you're going to sign up and all of a sudden you're going to be super successful and everybody's going to want to join you. And when that doesn't happen, you're like, oh, this business isn't for me. Nobody wants to join me because you have like 3 friends and they told you no. And you've posted one time and it says, do you want to wrap? And it was like 3 weeks ago. So you're like, oh, this isn't for me. Because you want to post one time and do minimal work and you want success to just fall in your lap. It doesn't happen that way. It doesn't. If you want more people to start saying yes, then you have to get off your butt and start asking more people. That's just how it is. Because you're going to hear way more no's than you ever hear yeses. So you have to get off your butt and you actually have to grow your network. This is called network marketing, not net wishing. So you better get off your butt and start doing something about it. That's just what it boils down to. Don't whine because you're not mass enrolling and you've been in the business for a month and you never do anything with it. You can't randomly post here and there and then whine that you're not enrolling people. That's not how it works. Okay? So if my average 10% turns out to be your average, like if you want to be signing 5 distributors this month, okay? I only close about 10% of the people that I talk to. Yours might be even less than that. So if by that average you need to sign 5 distributors, you need to be talking to 50 people minimum. 50 people to get those 5 to join. And the problem is that most of us aren't willing to hear the 45 no's that it takes to get the 5 yeses. Because you're like, oh, another person told me, no, I'm not successful at this business. I want to quit. Get over it. We all hear no's. I hear no way more often than I ever hear yeses. But I don't let that deter me. I don't let that discourage me. I'm like, so what? On to the next person. And you know what? Ben and I have built a downline. Between him and me combined, we have almost 1,000 people in our downline. If I would have gotten butthurt at the first 5 people who told me no, I would not have made 10 grand last month. But here I am because I refuse to let a no get me down. A no isn't no. Who cares? It's not personal. It's business. You just move on to the next person. Stop being afraid to hear the word no. And then finally, number 5, be intentional with your time and schedule your day. Be intentional with your time and schedule your day. Write this down. We are paid for 2 things and only 2 things. We are paid for enrolling loyal customers and we are paid for enrolling distributors. Those are the only 2 things that we are paid for. Okay? If you want to make money with It Works, quantify your time. You're only going to be paid for enrolling loyal customers and distributors. So why the heck would you be wasting your time scrolling through Facebook or playing games on your phone? If you really want to be successful at this business, stop wasting your time. Let me break this down for you. I had to do the math because I suck at math. I had to do the math. An Ambassador Diamond, the top rank in this company, an Ambassador Diamond makes $500,000 a month. A year. I'm sorry, $500,000 a year. $500,000 a year. It's a pretty nice paycheck. $500,000 a year. That's $41,600 a month. $41,600 a month. Okay, per day, an Ambassador Diamond makes on average $1,388. So $1,400 a day. Even while they're sleeping, they're making $1,400 a day. If you want to make that kind of money, you better start quantifying your time, because there is absolutely no money to be made when you are playing Words with Friends. There's absolutely no money to be made when you're watching Who Got Kicked Off the Island last night on TV. There's no money to be made. Like, let me just tell you this. This is the honest truth. I got in a rut a couple of months ago. And I was like, man, I never have any time. I always feel like I'm behind. Like, I feel like I have less time now to work my business than ever. And so I decided to track my day. I was like, what is making me so busy? And this is the honest truth. And I'm pregnant, so this is why. But one night I was tracking my day and I realized I wasted 45 minutes watching tasty videos on Facebook. Let that sink in. 45 minutes watching tasty videos. And I was like, what the heck was I thinking? Like, I went down the rabbit hole and one video led to the next, and I'm pregnant and I really like food. And so like all of a sudden 45 minutes of my day was gone watching stupid tasty videos. So what did I have to do? I had to go unfollow Tasty on Facebook because I couldn't, like, it was a source of distraction for me. I'm not paid any money for watching tasty videos. You're not paid any money unless you are enrolling loyal customers and enrolling distributors. A lot of times we use this excuse that we're so busy when in all actuality we're wasting time and we don't realize how much time we're wasting. Does that make sense? Like, quantify your time. If you want to make more money, start participating in income producing activities. You want to make more money? Go follow more people on Instagram. You want to make more money? Start posting on Facebook. You want to make more money? Go rap somebody. Stop wasting your day. You need to eliminate distractions. You like get a to-do list for the day. Like I can even post some sheets that you can do that like check sheets for you. Get a planner, plan out your day, plan out your time. A lot of times, like, we waste so much time, we don't even realize that we're doing it. This is the honest truth. I had somebody, a new distributor from back in June, message me. She's never one time posted. Never once. Not even one time. She messaged me and she's like, I have no customers, and I have like privately messaged people. I haven't posted yet, but I've privately messaged people, and I don't have any customers yet, and I just don't think I want to do this. And she ended up quitting, and I kid you not, she sent me a Farmville request on Facebook. I was like, you have got to be kidding me. You're willing to send people on your Facebook friends list Farmville requests so you can build your farm, but you aren't willing to send them information about it works so you can make a paycheck, and you're whining that you don't have any customers and you quit? Goodbye. Like, bye, Felicia. Enjoy your time not making money. I don't have time for that. A lot of times we say that we're busy and we're really not. We're wasting time watching TV. We're wasting time watching tasty videos. We're wasting time playing Farmville on Facebook or Words with Friends on your iPhone. Quantify your time. Schedule your day. Make your time work for you. If you just have even an hour a day to consistently work your business with zero distractions, even if you have to stay up late after your kids go to bed or wake up early before your kids wake up, I promise you, if you want this bad enough, you will find the time to do it. A lot of times we just are comfortable with struggle and we're just lazy, so we don't make the time to do it and we just come up with excuses. You are as successful as you want to be in this business. You are. I love what Renessa Brown, she's like the number 2 or 3 income earner in the company. Renessa Brown always says, you hold the pen to writing your paycheck in this company. If you are willing to work, if you are willing to do what needs to be done, you will make money. But those who just sit around and do nothing are the ones who never make anything. So go look at your why. Why did you get started? What is the reason that you got started? Now, what are you scared of? Are you scared of posting? Are you scared of talking to people? What are you scared of? If you're going to whine and complain about messaging people, then you're not really ready for success. You're not really ready for this. You've got to get over yourself. You don't really want to make $10,000 a month with It Works if you're coming up with excuses why you can't work your business. That's just plain and simple. That's just what it boils down to. So I hope this helps. The 5 things that we talked about. Recognize your why. Why did you join? Get over yourself. Just start working. Stop being afraid to hear the word no, because it's not going to kill you. And be intentional with your time. I hope this helps. Like I said, I'm not normally this salty, but it's just coming out of me today. It must be the pregnancy hormones. So anyway, like I said, this isn't for one person in particular. It's for like the hundreds and hundreds in our downline who are not doing anything. So I hope this video helps you guys. You're as successful as you want in this business. You hold the pen to your paycheck. So if you want zeros and commas in your paycheck, then get off your butt and start working. You can do this.